Hi, it's Marianne, and I am super excited to be here with you today. This Ask Me Anything questions. And I have another question from Madeline. Um, how do you recommend pushing out the energy of inertia? I love this question, Madeline, because I've actually bumped up to a lot of people in the last 3 to 4 months that are feeling the same way. One of the things to think about is that we just came out of this pandemic where there was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety came up for people, a lot of questioning of your values and what you want to do. And what I have noticed with a lot of people is that when they're feeling stuck, it is usually because they're called to do something different. And what's coming up is the fear of making the change or making the movement. So if you feel stuck or you're in this inertia, like you have an idea about what you want to do, but you can't take the steps, what I would say is a couple of things. One is align to your soul's energy because your soul will support you if this is in alignment with your purpose. And how you align to your soul's energy is by taking a few deep breaths and imagine with your intention that you're going to move your energy field up to connect with your soul's energy field. Now, you may have to do this 2, 3, 5 times before you're in that connection, but it's important to keep trying. And the reason why it might take you 4 or 5 times to get there is because your soul's energy is typically much higher than our physical energy field. So it just takes us a few times to get into that connection. Once you're in the connection, once you feel the soul's energy, your intention is to ask the soul to clear away any fears that are residing in your body to be able to do what you want to do. So that's one way that you can shift the energy of inertia is align to the soul, get pumped, get that juice. The second thing to do is a lot of times inertia comes from our mindset, right? Like our mindset might be saying, I don't want to do this. This might be too hard. This might open up something I don't know how to manage for you. So, what you want to do is start informing your mind. Remember, our minds are here to keep us safe. Our minds will act in ways that it knows how to. So, the first thing you want to do is start to inform your mind. We're going to have a great time at this. We're going to take some baby steps. I know I'm safe in doing this, whatever it is, whether it's a project or making the move or changing up your life in some way or going on a spiritual journey, whatever it is, you begin to create some self talk for yourself to manage your mind's fear. And then the last thing I would recommend is creating some baby steps of movement. So a lot of times when inertia comes in is because we see the big picture, we get excited about it, but then we might go into overwhelm or fear, or we may think like, oh, this is too much, I can't do it. So one of the cool things to do is to start taking baby steps. So you ask yourself the question every week, like if you have something that you want to go after, you say, what's the one thing I can do this week? It may be a phone call, it may be to sign up or join something, it may be to do self talk, letting your mind know that you're safe and that you want to do this. It could be creating a vision board. Like there's a million different steps that you can take. But when you starting, the inertia tends to drop away. The inertia only stays around if we never take any movement. And no matter how big or little the step is, the idea that you have taken an action, that is what you want to celebrate. That is what you want to say, yay me, I took action around this so I could create something different in my life. And then the next week, you take your next baby step. When you start to get wins, that's what I would call them, every action we choose to take is a win. That's when the inertia really starts falling away. Now, if none of that resonates, there is a third thing going on currently in our environment, in that larger consciousness around energy. And there's a lot of anxiety, fear, and stress in the system, given everything that's going on with world events, with what we just came through, with maybe what your personal experiences have been. And so staying stuck is the safe place to be. No, that's what your mind thinks. So you have to go to a new belief and create a belief that says movement equals excitement, or movement equals some joy, or I'm safe in movement. It's about reconditioning or reprogramming your neural pathways to let you make movement again. And we do that by informing ourselves over and over again. So create a mantra or an affirmation that speaks into the idea that movement is safe, movement is joyful, movement is fun, and then begin to take those actions. So great question. And what I love most about it is that it's really present right now in our collective consciousness. All right. Well, I hope this has been really helpful. I will be back and prepared to answer any questions that get submitted. So goodbye for now. Sending you lots of love, lots of joy, and lots of fun and the energy of co-creating. Remember that every moment we're at choice on what we want to co-create in our life. What do we want to do? How do we want to do it? And how do we show up in a way that makes it feel good for us? So enjoy your day. Can't wait to hear what next week's questions are. Take care, everyone.